Close your eyes. Imagine you're at a hockey game, but the arena is completely empty. No fans, no cheering, just the hollow sounds of hockey in an empty barn. Great hockey teams feed off their fan base, forming a symbiotic relationship with team drawing energy from fans and fans from team.
3-3 game here in the second. Ryder, one-time score. Tobias Omen.
Through their rich history, the Chicago Steel have built a bond with their loyal fan base. The Fox Valley faithful show up nightly, providing a home ice advantage the players don't take for granted.
There's definitely a big difference when we have a small crowd versus a big crowd. It definitely gets the team going when we look in the stands and just see a big crowd, tons of people watching, tons of energy, tons of excitement.
Yeah, they bring a lot of energy. It's like we notice it a bunch when, we make a good play, they just bring a lot of energy, they're loud.
It helps us on big plays, big hits when we just hear the fans going too, and I'm sure one of the biggest things is kind of puts down the other team, which is good for us.
We just want to do so well for them because they spend their hard-earned money to come out and watch us play, so it's just a lot of fun to give them a show.
Standing strong behind the Steel is a community of dedicated season ticket holders who believe their passion and enthusiasm will help yield victory. Every fan has their own way of supporting the team and becoming closer to the players, whether it's the sound of their voice, a homemade sign, or game day ritual.
We started with the heart during the COVID season because we couldn't talk to the guys, and then that led to We Are Family, and then we did Hot Steel on Ice. Now we have one that we hold up every time they score a goal.
After every game, at least two of the guys come out and sit at a desk, and that's what this is for. It's an exclusive. Only those guys get to sign it.
We really got a lively crowd here the last couple years. So, I try to yell it up to get others to yell, because, when you see the atmosphere of the Hawks game, that's what we got to do here in Geneva, start tearing the house down.
Hockey is no stranger to superstition, and the Fox Valley faithful have their quirks too, willing to engage in behavior bordering on the bizarre if it'll give the Steel an edge against their opponents.
We've never told anybody this before, but at the bottom of our bag we have a 4-leaf clover.
If I leave and they score goals, I don't come back, stuff like that. So anything that goes, my whole section gets a little rowdy.
With great power comes great responsibility. And for one of the Steel's most recognizable fans, that means the buck stops here.
I am also known as Chicken Man.
So why did the Chicken Man cross the road? Well, and we know this is weird, sometimes it's to get free Chick-fil-A.
If the Steel score 4 goals or more, you can go to the local Chick-fil-A and get a free regular chicken sandwich or a breakfast biscuit. Flip it on and start going crazy.
We want chicken!
Being a fan is also about being part of something bigger, and Steel fans are a tight-knit community.
When you wear this jersey and that, you feel really kind of part of it. It's just so friendly. You feel good coming here, and you feel good on the way out, even if they lose, but you feel a lot better when they win.
Warm inside like a warm fire in the winter.
Players are fans too, and while the Steel play in the USHL's Eastern Conference, a bitter NFC North rivalry has crept into their locker room this season.
Being a Lions fan, it's been tough. History hasn't been great at all, and they've been great the last couple of years, so you got to take advantage of that as much as you can, try to rub it into everybody else.
We always bet something when the Lions play the Vikings. Skol! Skol! I think I have to wear his jersey to the rink one of these days because the Lions beat the Vikings, but I think the Vikings are going to beat them coming up here.
Being a Lions fan in Chicago is a little different, kind of an enemy territory in a sense. My billets are big Bears fans, and it's kind of a good rivalry in the house.
Hockey fans come in all varieties, but not all of them have the ability to easily attend a hockey game, which is why the Steel make a point to bring the game to them. Leading up to the team's annual Sensory Friendly Night, a dozen players visited Marklund Hyde Center for a floor hockey game with residents.
It is a residential home for adults with profound disabilities, and our players were there to play floor hockey with the residents. It's second or third time that we've gotten to do that, and each time it's been impactful for our players who come back and just talk about what an unbelievable time they had connecting with the residents.
Let them have a good time. I was taking my person for a joyride most of the time instead of playing hockey.
Connecting with the community and engaging with Steel fans facing obstacles further helps the players grow as young men off the ice.
Our role as an organization is to develop players both on and off the ice. On the ice, it's as elite hockey players. Off the ice, it's both academically and individuals. Our role in the community is a huge part of that.
To understand that there's bigger things in life too, and being able to make someone's day or go volunteer or connect with people of all walks of life, I think is super cool.
For the third year, the Steel teamed with Rising Lights Project to host a sensory-friendly night, designing an entire game night experience to be more accessible to those not able to typically attend.
So this game came about from Rising Lights Project, looking for opportunities for individuals in our community with disabilities to enjoy live sporting events, to have an atmosphere and environment that is much more conducive to their enjoyment of the game, which means that our lights will be on the entire time. We're not going to dim the lights. There won't be strobe lights during the game. The music will be at a lower volume. There will be a sensory room for individuals that just need a few minutes, that want to retreat and get out of the crowd.
There are so many people who are impacted by disability who really do have the sensory sensitivity, and that sensitivity is so incredibly limiting. To be able to get out for a night like this, it's a great way to make something like that possible.
Hockey is for everyone, and we as a sport will continue to do our part in making sure that nights like these are omnipresent on promotional calendars at every level, to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to see and enjoy this great game.
If the Steel need a reminder that hockey is for everyone, they need look no further than billet brother and fan favorite, Jasper Henriksen. While Jasper is a fixture at Steel home games, Sensory Friendly Night lets him shine even brighter.
You excited? Yeah.
Jasper's an awesome kid. I lived with him last year, and he just brings so much energy. He's always happy. Like, it puts you in such a good perspective.
It just opens my eyes a lot. A lot of families are blessed with that because they're always so happy with everything, and they're just awesome to be around.
He loves having the players live with us because he is, I kid you not, the #1 fan of this team, hands down.
As the Steel take to the ice, they know the Fox Valley faithful are in their corner. Behind every great hockey team is a strong community, because it's just not hockey without the fans.
A community doesn't need a team, but a team needs a community.